Welcome back. Welcome to the start of a new anime review series. This is as a reincarnated aristocrat. I use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Yes, this is actually going to be the first one for this particular review series. Probably about 6 episodes. This one, give or take. So this was discussed in the first 2 episodes. Excuse me. We started basically a summary of the world of this series, where it's on a continent that's shaped like Antarctica. Yes, where there was about 7 different countries in this continent, and in one of them, the Aristocrat Kingdom decided to conquer and invade all the other countries, and then proceeded to name part of an empire called the Empire of Sumworth, and the king of that country who conquered everything just proclaimed himself emperor, because he has an empire to rule. As to why he did this, don't know yet. So then, of course, we see our main character. Looks like he's like a salary worker in Japan. Where when he goes home after doing office work, he plays a video game, and then he looks like he's on the way to work. It looks like he has a heart attack and just dies. Which, that is shocking, because this is actually the second time I can think of where it's not some tragic death that before he got there, because normally these are like stabbings or run out by a car or die of embarrassment. Here is just a heart attack, which I think this is the second time I can think this happened, because this also happened with Parallel Pharmacy, with that one, where the guy died of exhaustion. Yeah, he was exhausted. He just basically just died that way, which that was surprising. He just fell asleep one night and woke up. He's basically in another world. Presumably he died, but it's not really clear. But in the case of this particular one, he just died, got reincarnated, and well, he sees his beautiful mother, and his name is Ars Lengthforth, I think it's pronounced. Yes, and he's been reincarnated as a baby. So, fantasy world time. Now, normally I think, okay, so he's going to get older, get himself a bunch of wives. No. No, he actually does get a fiance, which is that's going to happen just yet. He doesn't know about the fiance because I've read the book. She hasn't shown up yet. So, he's already 3 years old. Then we jump ahead 3 years after his birth, where he is just reading in the library, and of course, one of his maids, who looks like Maylin from Black Butler, because it's the same glasses, is shocked at the fact he's reading. Because I'm sure she used to, 3-year-old boy might be outside playing. No, the guy's studying. And he's really good. He also has developed a very interesting ability. The ability to appraise people's gifts. And apparently, like every day, he goes to the training area where they mention that he's the lord of this small town. I think it's called Cameron, I think the theme is. Excuse me. And there's also soldiers there. He does notice one of them where he's not very good with a spear. It turns out he has a gift for archery. So he goes up to him, mentions his name to him, and of course he asks, like, how do you know my name? Probably because he read in the appraisal thing. It's like, it's instinct. So he asked him, why not try some archery? To take a bow and arrow. He's like, really? And like, the Lord's son asked me to do it. You do it, so you better do it. Like, okay. And he tries it. He's actually really good at it. And of course, this proves the fact that his gift does work. And of course, meets with his father, Raven. That's his name, Raven. It's very interesting name for a father than Lutheran, which that is a term for a type of person for Christianity, not like a name. Like, I get maybe Luther, but Lutheran? Yes. Of course, that was Emerson Shadow. This is a completely different series. So, he's like very happy. And of course, he uses appraisal on his own father. He sees of how of course, he mentioned the fact he was a farmer and through hard work became a noble. And sees the fact that he definitely has the gift for leadership because he's that strong. He's also, it's revealed in the first episode, he's also the area's the best swordsman in the area. So then Ars proceeds to look for some retainers because he's the heir to the lordship. He, of course, does want it. He, of course, says nothing. He has not raised a voice against it. So that's what he's going to do. So he goes out. And then, of course, he looks over to see if any particular gift somebody. And until he comes across what they refer to as a Melican. Excuse me. Basically, the best way to describe this guy, it's almost like running to somebody who... There's a bit of racism here because he's from overseas. So, he's actually an ex-mercenary. Now, it could be that the way his skin color is, it could be black or it could be Arabic. They don't define it per se. They refer him just simply as a Melican. And apparently, Ars can see that he has talent. So he follows him for a bit and eventually invites him back to his manor. And yeah. So, and of course, then he was leave a note. Then, of course, he goes to his father, Lord Raven. At first, he denies it. And then, of course, he asks him, would you like to test his abilities? And Raven sees that, like, I can do that. Beat me in a duel, you can be my son's trainer. And puts up a really good, interesting, like, sparring match between the two. Of course, using wooden swords. And everybody's shocked the fact how really good he is. And he's able to land a blow just by grazing his hair before the time runs out. And, well, you land a blow on me because that was the deal. Land a blow on me, you're hired. And he's hired as a soldier. He also told his basic to serve duties. And that's how that kind of first episode ends. Really good start. I love that first episode. Then we jump ahead. Then we jump to the very next episode. When eventually it's been a few months passed by. And, of course, they get a little bit of detail. The fact that the current emperor is corrupt. Actually, not corrupt. He basically is. Where it's all his retainers running everything because he's 8 years old. So, and mention about this current governor of this area, which his father is not directly reporting to him per se. He's more reporting to a headsman of the area. And this governor is really old, and his sons might go to war with each other over that particular spot. So, and apparently the younger son is more capable of ruling than the eldest son does. So, his father had no choice but to pick sides. But Ars needs more retainers. So, his father suggests when he goes out, look for somebody who's capable of using magic. Okay. And he goes to the capital city, a very nice city. There's a small underbelly of some people who are not as well as everybody else. Use praising everybody, and then of course you can get some candy. About to buy some candy, and all of a sudden his purse is stolen by a blue-haired person who turns out to be a girl. And this actually is the debut of a character named Charlotte. So, and of course, oh, by the way, the guy's name is Rafis, the guy who he first hires retainer. Yeah, he's able to beat the guys who, well, try to rough up Charlotte because he sees that she also has got like a basically like a rope mark on her neck and her wrist. And of course, he was a remaining purse to help the kids because they want to take it away. And then, of course, they realize, yeah, they'll still try to recruit her. And then she's taken by the same people they just beat up. The kids who help her out. So the episode ends, her being taken by the slavers. Like, really, still really good start here. Love the first 2 episodes. And I can only discuss the remaining 10 episodes this season. And yes, I do know there's another season coming out in just a few months. So, looking forward to that. So, that's pretty much it, particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Next time to come corner, this is going to be interesting, this one. You'll find out what it is soon. Okay, next video. Bye.